A very good afternoon to you from Maamuzi 2022, 2022. We head into decision 2022. I'm your host this afternoon, Olive Burrows. Now, the Firimbi are out at Kasarani as Azimio prepares to conclude their campaigns. Kenya Kwanza is at Nyayo National Stadium, and they promised a carnival atmosphere as all parties seek to put their best foot forward. This is their last chance to convince you to vote either way. Now we'll start with Kennedy Mureithi at the Kasarani grounds. Kennedy, what do things look like? I saw some pictures, some videos shared on WhatsApp. Lots of excitement from what I could see. The mating dance is almost coming to a close, as it were. Are those that are gathered there optimistic that their candidate will carry the day?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Olive, and that is the biggest question that the key presidential contenders are going into this election asking themselves. Do they believe that they have what it takes to convince the millions of Kenyans, actually 22 million Kenyans that have registered to vote in this particular election? Here at the Kasarani Stadium, there are thousands of people who have already turned up and started coming out at around 6 o'clock in the morning when these premises were open. And there are leaders from the different regions that are in Nairobi that have been mobilizing their people to come out in large numbers. One of them is Dagoretti North Member of Parliament aspirant, Madam Beatrice Elachi. And we are seeing that there are people who have come in this, a capacity of 60,000. What are some of the things that you've been able to make sure that you're calling out on people to come out for this final call, final push?
Thank you very much. And first of all, I want to thank the people of Dagoretti North. I think one of the things that Baba has is a touch of his people. And I'll tell you, most of them have come willingly to just see what Baba is going to say today in Nairobi. And I want to thank every Azimio person who believes in blue, that indeed you have come out. And we are still saying, come out and walk to Kasarani, because today Baba wants to set the stage for a new dawn for Kenya. And I want to plead with Nairobians and say, if we want Baba to give us change in Nairobi, we must give him a governor that he will work with in this Nairobi. Unless we think that this is Baba's capital city, I am pleading to our Azimio, kindly, mujitokeleze na mpatie Baba gavana atakayefanya kazi na Baba.
Well, what is the turnout that you're expecting in Nairobi? I know Nairobi is big, has the largest number of voters in this whole country. What is the smallest percentage that you're looking at in probably convincing people to come out and vote?
I know in Nairobi we are going to give Baba 70%. 70%, 1.2 million will be Baba's vote in Nairobi. And we are telling him, and you'll see it. Because this Nairobi, even during our time, Baba used to just take us on a run. Nairobi is for Baba. And
thank you.
We cannot win seats and lose the capital city.
Well,
Azimio, jitokelezeni mpatie Baba gavana atakayefanya kazi na yeye. Asanteni, Mungu awabariki, tuwe na amani, tunawapenda.
Well, also just before I go back to you, Olive, we also have the senator for Homa Bay. Probably there is a push to have the largest number of people come out to vote in this particular election. And there is also that push that we saw Raila Odinga calling on people to come out and probably proceed and give 100% voter turnout. Is this something that is doable?
Of course, thank you, Mureithi. We are now focused on get out to vote strategy, and we want to mobilize all Kenyans to come out and vote. The reason why we want all Kenyans to vote is so that we can have a decisive first round victory. We have seen in the past when there is a rerun or when people go to court and election results are nullified, they adversely affect the economy, they affect our children, they cannot go back to school. So I want to plead with all Kenyans, even those who are watching, those parents who are with their children at home right now, for us to ensure that our children go back to school in the next 2 weeks or in the next 1 week. Let us turn out, let us make the decision that is prudent for Kenya so that we can finish this thing in the first round. I hope that this time round, in our strongholds like Nairobi and those other areas where Azimio enjoys strong support, we will be able to get at least 90% voter turnout so that we can have 60% plus one. We are not just aiming at 50 plus one. We are aiming at 60% plus one because we don't want to give anyone an opportunity to go to the Supreme Court to challenge our victory.
Well, thank you very much. Right now, what is happening, Olive, is that there's a bit of entertainment as they wait for Raila Odinga, Aida Odinga, and Martha Karua to arrive at this particular stadium so that they can begin this. And this is that final push as they call upon their supporters to come out and vote. Raila Odinga has also been shrugging off the tag where he is being described as a government project. And just the other day in Kisumu, he told the populace that there is no deep state that is going to vote for him. They should just come out and make sure that they vote for him in that particular election, even as he pushes for a 100% voter turnout. Remember that in this election, each and every polling station has about 700 registered voters. So there are leaders who have been given the opportunity, just as a strategy in the Nyanza region, that everybody will be adopting a polling station to make sure that each and every person in that list, as the IEBC has already come out to say, that the political parties have bought the list of voters so that everybody adopts a polling station and goes out to call on each and every member in that list to go out and vote. Raila Odinga also went ahead to say that even those that are in hospitals should go, be picked, taken to the polling stations so that they can come out and vote. Raila Odinga has equated this election to two. The one that happened in 1963 and the one that happened in 2002 that brought change in this country. So that final push for him is very important, as opinion polls now show that Raila Odinga and William Ruto are neck to neck in this particular election. So there is that push to make sure that everybody comes out, and this being the final day for campaigns, they are really looking to see how will they move and push people to come out. We do understand that both parties will now be moving into mobilization of voters starting tomorrow as the official campaign period kicks off. So we are keeping a listening ear, Olive, and we'll be giving you more from this rally when it starts. Olive.